I had it, time to go.
Hi, I'm Madame Pamita, and this is Madame Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can find me online at parlorofwonders.com. In this episode, I'm going to be showing you how to do a spell for empowerment. Now, this spell can really be adapted to any situation. For example, if you want to feel more empowered in a relationship, you can use the ingredients that have a more loving energy to them and attracting that love, or inviting your own empowerment in love. Or you can use it for a situation like a work situation where you want to feel empowered in work, where you're feeling that you don't have the leadership or the opportunity that you could be having. But in this situation, what I'm going to be showing you is how to do this spell for your own empowerment and success in a competitive environment. If you're an actor or an athlete, or you're trying out for something where there's some competition, even trying out for a job or a relationship scenario where there's competition around you, this will be an excellent spell for working with that. So what you will need for this spell is a candle representing you. If you're, of course, if you're a woman, you would use a female candle. If you're a man, you can use a male candle. You'll need some kind of oil for your success or your victory. In this case, we're using victory oil. Crown of Success oil is another great oil for this kind of work. You'll need some herbs that are for victory and success. Master of the Woods is used for mastery. Frankincense is used to intensify the energy and give you greater success. And bay leaf is for victory. So those are all herbs that are used to intensify and give you the edge in a competitive environment. Lastly, we are going to have 3 slim beeswax candles. These are orange candles. We're using orange again for success, mastery, and victory. You could also use a purple candle for that same energy. Or if you were working the spell in more of a love vein, a red candle. If you were working more in a work or a prosperity vein, you could use a green candle. But since we're working on pure success in a competitive environment, we're going to use that orange candle. All right, so the first thing you're going to do is prepare the candle representing you. So I'm going to write my name using a ritual knife. You could use a nail. You could use a pencil, a pen, anything that's going to scratch into this wax. This wax is beeswax. This candle's beeswax, so the wax is very nice and very soft and easy to carve into. So I've carved my name into the bottom of the candle. It may not be easy to see, but it's there. You could also, if you like, inscribe some words of what the words of success that you want to bring in, victory or I win or something like that, and you can inscribe that along the candle going in an upward motion. Next thing I want to bring in is I'm going to dress this candle. So to dress the candle, first we need to use the oil. So I'm going to get some of this victory oil and put it on my hands, just a few drops. You don't need a whole bunch. But I'm going to apply that victory oil in an upward motion. Another great oil for success in a competitive environment is an oil called I Can, You Can't. And that's another one to beat out the competition. As I'm putting on the oil, I can say words of I will succeed, or I will be the winner, or whatever it is that I will get the job, etc. Your 3 orange candles, you're also going to dress those in an upward motion with your victory oil. Okay, now we're going to add some herbs to that candle, that master candle, the one in the middle. Master of the Woods is great for establishing your mastery, establishing that you are the one who should be picked. So I can apply that by sprinkling it on. And you want to have something underneath to catch the excess, because you are going to have some excess. And then sprinkling some glitter on top of your candle is a very good thing to do. It adds an element, another magical element of color. Also, if you read candles, it gives you something more to read in the wax. It can make shapes. and designs that can be read like people read tea leaves. I'm putting purple on this candle. You could easily put orange on this candle as well. So there we have our dressed master candle. Now we're going to add our 3 orange candles to this spell. We want to put them in a triangular pattern with the point of the triangular at the top, point of the triangle at the top. These are beeswax candles, so you can easily just press them down. If it was very cold weather or you had paraffin candles, you could melt the bottom with a match and then press them down. And now we have a shape of a triangle going up. What we want to do is get you to the top, so we want to point that triangle up. Now we're going to place our bay leaf. You want to take 3 whole bay leaves, some nice looking ones, and place them between each candle, radiating out from you. And then finally we're going to add that frankincense to give an energy of intensification of this, blessing. It's nice to burn the resin frankincense. It's a very beautiful smelling resin. We're putting it in a square pattern around to establish the boundaries and the solidity of this spell. The reason we're using 3s and 4s, numerologically, those are very, very good in spell work. 3 is a very magical number for creativity, motion, and action, and 4 is a number for, we've got 4 candles total. We've got 4 sides to this square. We've got 3 orange candles, 3 bay leaves. So that number 3 and 4 are very, very important. The 3 for the motion, the creativity, and the 4 for establishing stability. If you like, you can even use, the bay leaves are really nice. You can write intentions on the bay leaves as well, if you want to write an intention or turn it into a petition of some kind. All right, now we're ready to light that spell. As you light your spell, you say the words or prayers of what it is that you want to bring in. So in this example, I would say, bring my success in a competitive environment. Let me be chosen for the position that I want, or let me win the competition, or let me get the job. And then you can say, it is done, it is so, so be it. So after you've lit your candles, you want to make sure, as with all candles, that you snuff them out. Don't blow them out when you go to sleep at night or you leave the house. When you come back or you wake up, you can relight those candles again. Only use a candle when you are able to attend to it. We want to be safe. So this is a beautiful spell to establish your power, to establish your success, demonstrating working with numbers, working with colors, and working with herbs to bring about the energy of what it is that you want. My name is Madame Pamita. This is Madame Pamita's Parlor of Wonders. You can always find me online at parlorofwonders.com.
It's time to go to Madame Pamita's show. Come to where the high tone